From question 3 onwards, you get to see word problems, and this is the type of question that you will see in national exam. Let's begin. Part A, write down the matrix Q, and this information can be easily referred to the table that is given. Now, Part B. Part B, you first will have to find out what is matrix N, and once you find out matrix N, the question asks you to describe. Now, let's take a look. How should you describe? Let's take a look what makes matrix N. You notice P and Q are involved. Now, take a look at P. Matrix P is referring to the prices of each size of the cakes, whereas matrix Q is referring to the number of each type of cake. So when you put them together, what do you think is matrix N? Now, one clue that you can take a look is by checking the order of the resultant matrix, and you will notice that somehow there are two columns, and when with these two columns, first referring to chocolate and then the other one refer to strawberry. So therefore, when you describe, you need to be very careful to mention chocolate and strawberry. Try it out on your own and see what you can get. And for part C, this is tricky, so do take note. Now let's first take a look at what the question is trying to ask from you. And by reading the whole entire paragraph, what you need to do is just refer to the very last sentence. The last sentence, they ask you to find the amount of money. Now, what is this amount of money? The clue that I'm going to give it to you here is you should get a 1-by-1 matrix. Now, how do I get the 1-by-1 matrix? This is where you will need to take a look at the two matrices M and N. Now, there are a few things to take note here. The first one, let's put on the thinking cap. Now, the question says multiplication of matrices M and N. Now, with this phrase, does it mean that multiplication of M and N means it must be M times N? Yes or no? And why? So this is something for you to think about. Thinking cap 2, for you to think about, you will need to ask yourself, is MN equals to NM? Does it really matter whether M is written in front or behind? So which means, should matrix M to be written on the left or to be written on the right? So when you put these two together, and when you multiply the two matrices, both on the left and on the right, will you get the same answer? Yes or no? Can you multiply them? And why? Now, think about this. So how do I know whether M and N, is it the same as N and M? And therefore, for part C, how should I multiply? Should I use MN or should I use NM? The hint is to check the order of the two matrices. So when you check the order of the two matrices, multiply them and to see what is the resultant matrix that you should get. And I have given you the clue earlier on. At the end of the answer, you should derive a 1-by-1 matrix. So this question, I would like you guys to try and submit the work, and I will comment from there.